Hello and welcome to the Mountain View 41st Annual Art and Wine Festival. My name's Tim Millar. I'm sitting here with Peter Darrah. Peter is a resident of Mountain View and he's running for the school board. So Peter, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and so you've lived here, I think you said for what, 10 years or so in Mountain View?
Yeah, for 10 years. I actually live 2.5 blocks from here, and there's a lot of people blocking my driveway right now. So,
Well, I got to cut him some slack for this great event. And just tell us, you've been to the Art and Wine Festival before, right?
many times. In fact, a lot of my wife's jewelry is from here. Every time she comes home with a new necklace, and I appreciate it a lot. We always look forward to it.
Yeah. Okay, so once again, Peter is running for the school board. He has 2 kids, I believe, in the school district here.
Yeah, Douglas and Delia.
Okay, and his wife is actually an educator as well.
Yeah, she's a teacher at Landell's Elementary.
Uh-huh. So, Peter, tell us why, what is your vision for Mountain View? If you're elected to the school board, what is your vision for Mountain View? What are some of the changes you'd like to see happen? And what are you all about when it comes to guiding the school?
Well, the first thing I bring as a candidate is my experience. I've been on the Mountain View Educational Foundation board and seen issues with the whole district. I've been on the district's budget task force, and so I understand and appreciate what's going on with the budget there. And having my own kids in school has taught me about being a dad and what works with children. And so I think what's important is to teach every kid to their potential, and a lot goes into that.
Okay, and so we know we've got old school teaching, maybe like when we were growing up, but what is your idea? Any thoughts on, we have all these tech companies around here, any ideas or thoughts on technology, how that can aid learning, specifically in Mountain View, if you have any thoughts on how technology could be implemented into the educational program here?
Yeah, you know, technology is a really interesting thing because we always want the best education for our kids. And for example, Mountain View is home to Sol Khan and the Khan Academy, which is one of the most innovative things going on in teaching math these days. And we also get fantastic support from high-tech companies around here, like Google, that's sponsoring some training for the teachers. And so we're able to incorporate that technology in the classroom. But then by the same token, it goes both ways because you have kids, they just want to be on their computers all the time. So we need to figure out how to use it in a wise way.
Yeah. So any thoughts on anything that has to do maybe with hardware, like iPads or mobile, and how that affects education? You have any thoughts on anything like that?
Actually, this is a little plug for the Mountain View Educational Foundation, and thanks for all the parents out there who give. And we are actually sponsoring laptop carts. And then what happens, and tablets, we're bringing those into the classroom, and then students can go online and they get individual exercises. I think one of the most difficult things in Mountain View is you have 40% of the students, you know, on free and reduced lunch. They're challenged, and then you have another 40% where they're the children of high-tech workers, and so you have to figure out how to teach every kid to their potential. And tablets and technology, you can design a math curriculum specifically for a kid, so they are always challenged with what they can do. So bringing laptops in and bringing the technology in is good for that.
So you're really trying to bridge the digital divide, if that's what I hear you saying, right?
Yeah,
you're trying to get it so
exactly.
everybody can get a quality education, and you are using some of these hardware, the computers, to make sure that everybody gets that. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. And you also have to make sure they don't just jump off and start, you know, watching YouTube videos or something that's like, hey man, pay attention. Kids are difficult, you know, you got to make sure they're always staying on track.
Yeah. So if you were a parent, which you are a parent here in Mountain View, what do you see is going to happen in the next couple of years in Mountain View, specifically with the school district? You know, what would you like to see happen?
A really huge thing that's going to happen is we just passed Measure G, and funding for that will, we want to make sure we spend those funds wisely.
So Measure G, really quick, what was it? Just really fast?
It's a $200 million bond. Your schools are going to get a lot of construction, and we're going to make our schools top notch, so they look like the companies and the houses around here.
Okay, so Peter, I want to thank you for joining us today. It was a pleasure having you here. I love your energy. You know, you're a high energy guy. I can tell that. So it's been wonderful having you, and thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me too.
Okay, and now we're going to bounce back to one of our other people. Thank you so much.